All right, well, with that out of the way, welcome to this week's gaming news show, game news show. What's the title of this again? Game news show. A good bit happened in the middle of the week last week. Lots of Halo news to cover, some Pokemon news, and then a couple of other tidbits of things that I'm going to talk about here in a moment. So let's get into it. Game news show. All right, so like I said, we have some Halo news. Halo Infinite had a dev update video where they talked about the upcoming roadmap, things coming up ahead. So start off with the worst news. Split screen co-op has been canceled entirely, and it's a huge bummer to anybody that was looking forward to it, myself included. And I'm just super bummed by that because it was a feature a lot of people were looking forward to, and it's really lame that they have canceled it because I believe split screen multiplayer is still possible. Like you can split screen into online matchmaking and play, and that works, which has led to a glitch people have found where you can play campaign split screen. You just have to do like a series of steps to make it work. And if that's the only way to do it is through like an illegitimate way to like make it work, maybe it's worth trying. As for me and my wife, we like to play the games together. We'll probably just continue the 2 Xbox route, which is what we've done. I mean, that's how we play Overwatch together and other games. So it's not a big deal. But for us to be able to play on one system in our living room without needing additional hardware was kind of the kicker for wanting split screen co-op. And it just kind of stinks that 343 promised it after Halo 5 came out, and they were scrutinized for it, and they're like, yeah, it's definitely happening. And then later they were like, yeah, we're still doing it, it's definitely happening. And then Halo Infinite launched, and they're like, well, it's coming. And then now it's just not happening. So it's kind of lame. Not feeling too good about where 343 is because they keep promising stuff like that people want, and then they either don't mention it anymore and it disappears, or they straight up go, yeah, we're not working on it. So that's kind of the worst news. The second part of that is still kind of bad news, is season 3, which was supposed to start in November, I believe, has been pushed out to March. They're doing a lot of restructuring. And we'll look at that in just a moment. But let's start with the winter update. So we've got the winter update. It's going to have... This is where Season 3 was originally planned to start. So there's some stuff coming. Campaign co-op, network campaign co-op, and mission replayability are being added in the winter update. Forge is in, I think, an official beta in the winter. And then they're rolling out a XP progression system where you get points per match. You get experience points per match you play based on like your performance. So you'll actually kind of level up the battle pass, I think, a little more evenly than just popping a double XP and completing challenges, and then that's it. Like there's more incentive to play more games because you're at least going to continue to get rewarded for it. So all of that's supposed to roll out, along with a free battle pass that'll be 30 tiers that'll roll out some new cosmetics that they outlined in the video. I believe one of those is a Mark V core. So the armor cores, you'll have a like more classic Halo themed one. So it's kind of cool that they're doing that. It's a good bit of content launching in November, but it's not season 3. And I don't really understand. I guess they just needed more time on the maps. But let's move into that. So then season 3 will be coming up, which is titled Echoes Within. It's going to, as far as like each season has like a story element to it, it's going to be continuing the story that season 2 kind of really kicked off. It'll be in March of next year. So kind of lame that we have like so long between seasons. That'll come with a few features like a custom game browser, the new fracture events, a whole bunch of new stuff in a battle pass. So there's a lot more coming in season 3. There's 2 new maps, a whole new weapon, some new equipment. So like there's a good bit of stuff coming. I just don't see why 343 can't get their content out more quickly. Other studios have figured this out. Other studios are doing a live service game and are able to churn content out pretty quickly. And 343 just seems, I don't want to call them inept, because I'm sure there's a lot of good developers and good artists and good people doing good work there. I just think something's up with the company as a whole, where they can't seem to get organized enough to put out content more quickly. And as a result, obviously, I was excited for this game. I still have a casual interest in the game. I would like to be playing it again, but I just don't get a whole lot of feedback from playing multiplayer that keeps me like wanting to play. Ranked is fun. Other stuff tends to be fun. The events, when they have an interesting game mode, are kind of fun. So there's things going on that I am interested in, but as a whole, I just think it takes too long for new stuff to come out. So I don't really know what to say. They released their roadmap, which is where a lot of my notes have come from. We can make it a little bigger, look at it. It may still be too small to see. It was a weird resolution, and I didn't know how to like really get it on screen in a good way, but I wanted to put it there if anybody wants to look at it. You've probably already seen it at this point. If you follow Halo news, if this is the first you're seeing it, there it is. Again, there's a lot coming. It just seems like it's really like a long ways away. So that's that for that the big update. The next thing with Halo is this week started a new event called the Yappening, which was something that I believe they did with Halo 5 towards the end of its life cycle, before Infinite started ramping up and being like the game. And they may have done it in Master Chief Collection as well. I don't really remember. But basically, they've got some crazy modes live right now in Big Team Battle. That's like Fiesta and super crazy explosions and just a lot of cool stuff happening that looks like it's a lot of fun. But I have to check it out. But it's got like some unlockable cosmetics. There's some new stuff in the store. So again, hey, that's new content, but it's not like substantial. And these events are cool. I mean, other live service games have all these kinds of events very similarly. So it's something to check out. And I might hop on and play. I don't know if I'll do it on stream while it's live, but it's for the next 2 weeks. If you like Big Team Battle, this will be a lot of fun, a little bit more variety. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Halo for right now. I just think the game as a whole is in a weird spot. And if they can't get people back this winter or with Season 3, I don't think it's looking good for the game. Just to be completely honest, I would like them to turn it around, but they've taken so long to do anything meaningful or interesting that I'm concerned. All right, so moving on. So we got some Pokemon news. If you weren't familiar with this Pokemon that's in the top corner of the screen there, we got Grafaiai revealed. I don't know what I'm trying to say there. Internet reaction to it was kind of weird. They set up like a kind of we've been getting some weird footage from some cameras in the forest around this weird graffiti, and it kind of built it up. And then they showed off this guy. It's based off of an eye, which is a weird looking animal anyway, so they got that right. I don't know. I just think it looks weird, but so far the new Pokemon for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet have looked kind of in between. Like, some of them have looked really cool, some of them have just looked okay. I think this is definitely in the just okay group, but apparently it does graffiti. Excuse me. That leads me into the next thing. Tomorrow morning, as of the time I'm recording this, tomorrow morning, Wednesday, September 9th at 8 a.m. my time, I believe, there's a new video going up that's going to show off more Pokemon info for Scarlet and Violet. I'm definitely excited to catch it. I'm hoping it's... I don't know what to expect out of it. I'm just hoping it's good. I'll probably be doing some sort of reaction video or stream or something. I really don't know because it's at 8, and I'll see where I'm at in the day. I'll at least try to get like some kind of thoughts video up because I have been trying to keep up with this stuff. But yeah, Game Freak and Nintendo like to do videos at weird times, especially pre-recorded stuff like this. Like, why 8 a.m.? But okay, that's fine. That's when this show will be live on YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, maybe I've already posted the other video. Probably not, but it's a definite possibility. Anyway, all right. So then moving on. I don't know what's going on with that, but moving on. So we got this image tweeted from Ubisoft. Assassin's Creed Mirage, next game in the series. Not a whole lot of info. The full reveal, first trailer for the game is coming out September 10th at Ubisoft's Connect event. So look for it there. So far, the rumors or the things I've seen are that it's more of a classic style Assassin's Creed game. So no giant RPG elements in an overworld, as opposed to doing like missions and side quests and, kind of Assassin's Creed 2, maybe Brotherhood, maybe Assassin's Creed 3 style, and less of the Antiquities collection. What is that? Odyssey, Origins, and Valhalla style. So they're moving. I don't know if they're moving away from that like altogether, because I believe Ubisoft is working on a game called Assassin's Creed Infinite at the same time. That's a live service Assassin's Creed like platform. I don't know what that's gonna mean, but supposedly that will also be shown at this Connect, or at least talked about. I don't know what to expect, to be honest. I'm just looking forward to, I don't know, a new Assassin's Creed that I want to play. The other games seem like they're so long that I would never have time to like fully play through them. And I was working through the series. Longtime fans of the channel may remember me working through Assassin's Creed 1. I think we got all the way to Rogue, and then I stopped playing it because I kind of shifted the focus of my channel to more family-friendly content. And just as those games progressed, the language got worse, the violence got worse. So, yeah, I won't be streaming any of these games as I try to play through them, but I'm very behind in the series. So, yeah, cool news for Assassin's Creed. I'm excited to see more info. The screenshot looks cool. The prospect of playing more like the older Assassin's Creed titles definitely has me interested. So let's hope they can bring that magic back, at least personally. All right, moving on to, we got Mario Kart Tour. So I don't know if anybody still plays it. I like to play it every once in a while. I'll hop in and maybe race once or twice. So if you're familiar with the game, there was the gotcha mechanics. Basically, you paid gems to use what they called the pipe. The pipe would give you unlocks, including characters, cosmetics, and I guess boosts of some sort. They're getting rid of that entirely, dropping the whole like random loot box mechanic from the game, and instead they're going to have like a storefront where you'll be able to like buy characters and stuff up front with the in-game currency. And they're also putting in battle mode, which is kind of fun. To me, that used to be one of my favorite parts of Mario Kart, was playing battle mode with friends. I don't know if it's the same online. I just feel like it may be fun. But anyway, that was hilarious. Anyway, so yeah, it seems cool. It's cool that they're still working on the game, and the courses from Mario Kart Tour that have ended up in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe are kind of nice. So yeah, it is what it is. I was surprised to see that they're going to be getting rid of the loot box mechanics, but I'm guessing this has to do with foreign governments banning random item loot boxes in games, and Mario Kart Tour would definitely fall into that category. And so they had to figure out something to do to get around it. And plus, just being able to buy what you want up front is always a better option. I think Overwatch 2 is also going to be taking that route, and I'm more looking forward to going, yeah, I want that, and just being able to buy it with in-game money or real money. I don't care. I just don't want to be like, well, I want that, but I have to wait for a random chance to get it. So anyway, moving on. So some smaller things I saw today. One thing revolving around the Xbox Series X and S is that party chat is getting noise suppression. Basically, it's going to just work its best while you're in an Xbox party to cut out like breathing noises, background noise, including like music or keyboard noises or whatever else you might hear, which if you've been in an Xbox party, I don't know. I don't really do party chat unless I know the people on it. So usually the background noise isn't too bad. But you know, if their dog starts barking, it might do its best to suppress that. I don't know what that's going to look like. Supposedly that's already rolling out. And so if you've already got it and you've experienced it, let me know what you think of it. I do party chat usually for my PC while I'm streaming, or if I'm playing on my Xbox obviously off stream, I would be playing with some friends and we may do party chat or just use in-game chat if it comes to it. But yeah, usually I'm using Xbox party chat from the PC side just to be able to play with people on Xbox that I know on stream and still have the chat. Honestly, I think we've started using Discord a little more just because it's been easier to set up. But hey, it's a cool improvement and I'm looking forward to it. All right, so the last thing I'm going to look at, talk about real quick. Supposedly, there is this massive Nintendo Direct, and I don't like covering rumors, but it's being talked about almost everywhere online, that a huge Nintendo Direct is supposed to be happening next week. Should that happen, I will do my best to have some kind of coverage on the channel for it, but honestly, I'm going to be out of town that week, so we'll see. But I'd like to be able to at least watch it and then give some thoughts on it. It may be awkwardly recorded. I'll see if I can like come up with some kind of mobile recording setup for a chance to try to cover this. Again, I don't know if I'll be able to, but I definitely want to be able to because they're supposed to be talking about. Again, it's all rumors. I don't like talking about rumors because unless it comes from the developer or the studio or whatever themselves, I just don't think it's official. And that's just how that's how I like to operate. But supposedly this will be a ton of GameCube ports, including Zelda, Twilight Princess, Wind Waker HD, which I guess are Wii U ports of GameCube ports, but if you want to just skip the middle part, it's a GameCube port. Apparently coming in like a double pack, which is great. Those are two games I think need to be on the Switch because then I believe you'll have like all of the mainline Zelda games accessible on the Switch directly from the NES all the way through to Breath of the Wild, obviously. Not counting the handheld spinoffs, which, I mean, if they do GBA games on Switch Online, that would be a way to do that. Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games could account for those spinoffs somewhat, but we'll see. Anyway, back to the focus there, being that some other GameCube ports have been rumored. F-Zero, GX, possibly. That would be a very interesting one. And then there's been a Metroid Prime remake / remaster that's been talked about a lot. Again, it's all rumors, so I don't really want to put it on the Game News show. But it's all things that I've seen a lot more people who are a lot more credible with their sources talk about. So I kind of feel like it's happening next week. But if it doesn't, well, it's fine. We'll probably get some official news at some point. But yeah, that's it for all the game news I have for this week. So thanks for checking out the video. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Twitch, we're about to play some Pokemon Shield. So stick around for that. If you're watching on YouTube, drop a like, leave a comment, do the things that engage with the channel. If you like the content, consider subscribing. I would appreciate it. We're so close to 100 followers as of the time of this video. I think we're 3 away. So 3 people could just subscribe to the channel. That'd be fantastic. Then we'd be in the triple digits and I'd feel more official. Anyway, thanks for checking out the video. I hope you have a good one.
Is that the best you can do?
Guys, they're gonna be on the payload momentarily. Nice. Oh my gosh.